What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Diablo Immortal video. Lately, there's not been a ton of stuff going on inside of the game, but in Discord chats, in communities, there is a lot of discussion being had regarding the incoming update, specifically related to different class-related stuff and also a new gem slot. We've spoken of it here before, but today I want to dive into a little bit more context as to what people are actually talking about and potentially how they're preparing for it. So prepare now, one of those types of videos for the update. But again, nothing that we're gonna look at here today has actually been confirmed by Blizzard. It's all just rumor, maybe some very far away data mines regarding these topics. And as you can see, it's just wild brawl and shady stock inside of the game right now. It's the lull before the storm, and things are going to explode because there's a lot of stuff going on. What have I currently been doing? I'm just running my bounties. I'm doing as many of the Helltide bounties or whatever they're called that you can. I'm doing all of the stuff just to keep my grind up inside of the game. It's Tuesday upon recording this, Wednesday when you're watching it. I just got myself above Paragon level on Monday when we essentially made that flip over, and we're keeping up with the grind and looking forward to what's coming. But the question is, what are people thinking is actually coming to the game? You know that the class that I think is coming is going to be a Tempest, something that can control the wind and the waters, some type of a spell-like class that deals with the elements. We've spoken about this in previous videos. It's no secret that that was data mined by my data miner friend a year ago. Now, that could have all been changed, but I think we're actually gonna see that. We'll see in a few months or so, whenever the class does come out, if I was actually right or not. Let me know in the comments section below what you think, and while you're down there, consider subscribing to the channel, guys. We are almost at 40,000 subscribers. 40,000 subs, in my opinion, on YouTube is like the first big milestone where channels really start to do well. Now, obviously 1,000 subs is great, 10,000 is great, 25,000 is great, but 40,000, the YouTube magic begins to work, and it starts to savor the channel. At least that's my experience. But let's look at some of the things that we are actually anticipating. See what the communities are saying. Bam! All right, so these are the things that people are actually saying are coming. Let's go through them one at a time, and I'll give you my thoughts of them. New difficulty, Abyss at 1,300 Paragon, and Server Paragon will directly jump to 1,300. And the question is, do you farm Inferno 6 now? Well, personally, I've been farming Inferno 6 myself already. We're starting to get some Inferno 6 gear. Not that we could wear anything, or not that I even have any in my bag right now, but it's not a bad idea to start getting some Inferno 6 stuff if you have enough of the levels so that you can actually be successful in all of that. It's much easier to open world farm Inferno 6 or a harder difficulty than it is to do dungeons. Dungeons will hurt, and they hurt me. So what else do we have? It's, in my opinion, first of all, will the Server Paragon jump to 1,300? It very well may, but we're at 1,280 right now, so it would only be jumping about 20 levels. It's honestly not that much. It's always a good idea to save your battle points until Monday anyways, and for a time like this, so I don't think that's the biggest thing. Inferno 6 farming now, if you're strong enough, not a bad idea. New legendary enhancement level 40. What? Level 40 enhancement. Need a new version of Abyss materials. New enhanced breakthrough attributes. Disaster enhancement materials cannot be exchanged. So what this is saying is the gear is gonna now be going from level 30, which I'm not even at yet, up to level 40, which honestly seems like a very wise progression choice by Blizzard, if that were to actually be coming, because at some point everyone's gonna have all 30 gear. We're 2 years into the game. What goes on? Once everyone max levels, everyone kind of backs off, so they gotta continuously grow that. And since you don't just start new classes and start over because of the class change system, that is a way for them to grow that. So we could potentially be seeing, man, level 40 gear. But not only that, it also says you're gonna need a new attributes and maybe new materials to make those enhancements. So we'll see what that is. It's not gonna be maybe the typical dust that we get, but a new type that we'll get in this new Abyss level, because we have Hell difficulty, Inferno difficulty, and now potentially the Abyss difficulty. And the new area could be the Abyss, which is essentially gonna be a new zone. 5 new bosses, which bosses are kind of set up as Helliquary bosses. Not the strangest thing. to hear about new bosses? Think about it. When a new difficulty comes, when an Inferno difficulty came, it came along with new Inferno bosses or new Helliquary bosses. Now, if this new Abyss zone is actually true, it could be new Helliquary bosses for the Abyss. And Abyss, when I think of Abyss, I think of water, don't you? And we saw in some of the patch notes something about water. And I'm talking about a Tempest that can control water. Are you seeing this is all kind of connecting? Now, again, I am not confirming that any of this is true. It literally just hit my Discord and someone was like, check this out. This is what people are talking about. Again, none of it's official, but some of it does line up. New green set of Abyss power, anti-damage set. Ooh, anti-damage. Now we have Mount Bank, which adds protection, but is this an anti-damage like an unkillable set potentially? If so, 6-piece me up. That's something I'd want to wear. Don't waste your dust now. So essentially saying, you know, maybe craft these things later on and don't waste your dust on everything now. Not a bad idea. I just wasted all my dust yesterday. But it was all Inferno 5 dust, which, as we know, doesn't have a ton of value when you convert it up to Inferno 6 anyways. 3 new legendary gems, 1, 2, and 5 star. Suggesting that maybe we don't run our legendary crests right now. I will say that I just purchased, because of a community gift of $100, I purchased 50 legendary crests worth of packs that I will be running on Saturday. That is before we're anticipating seeing any of this. I have no timer. There's no timer up at the top of my screen. There's nothing saying that an update is coming. It's empty right there. So I will be live streaming, what is it, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, in 3 days from now. So I will be running my legendary crests. I'm not diving and dumping everything into something that's a brand new type of legendary gem. Maybe it'll be worth it. Maybe it won't. We'll definitely have to see. But we did just get new legendary gems. So could there be more new ones? That one I'm honestly a little bit hesitant on unless if this update is coming way later. We'll have to see. New equipment, a cloak with a legendary gem slot. I'd love a cloak. I do love cloaks. I like my baby wings that I'm wearing. But having another gem slot, man, first of all, where would it fit inside of here? Are they going to scrunch us up and give us 2 more pieces of gear? A cloak maybe with 2 slots, or a cloak and something else? How will the cloak look on the back of all this gear? I mean, I guess we actually know because you can get cloaks from, you know, being the Immortal and all that stuff. But what's it going to actually be like? I don't hate the idea. Notice I did put my my Maw of the Deep back in over here. I don't hate the idea because, man, I kind of wouldn't mind using some of my other gems. By the way, we almost have our Pain Clasp up to a rank 10. We're at 9 right now. I need 1 more 5 star. I just need the gem power for it. We're going to get it on Saturday. I want you guys there. We're going to be doing all that stuff. It's going to be great. But yeah, we got the new Rolling Consequence gems. There's gems that I'd love to use, but there's just not enough gem slots for them because these are the ones that I'm using now that are actually getting the job done that I need done. So if there were a new gem slot that came, I would be perfectly fine with it. Sure, let people's resonance go up even higher than it is. Let people spend more money inside of the game. That doesn't matter to me. To me, I want to be able to deck out my character class as strongly as I can. All right, what else do we have? Flawless Gem Synthesis. Ooh, that's going to be a way that we could do some type of emerging or something with normal gems. Maybe what we saw from the Chinese server a few months back that everyone hated over here. Could it be coming to the game now? Not actually sure about that. But back to the cloak again. A new legendary gem slot within the cloak. Would it only come as 1 piece of gear, or would there be 2 pieces of gear that come together? So we could actually get 2 more legendary gems, because previously we heard rumor of 2 legendary gems slots coming to the game. We'll have to see. Cloaks are sold in the mall. So, okay, that would basically be in the shop. Possibly. We'll see what that looks like too. Would I buy a cloak? It depends on how cool it looks. If it looks really cool, maybe I'd buy a cloak. The battlefield matchmaking rules are going to be adjusted. I feel like that could be something that could actually happen. And the balance of each class is adjusted. Well, obviously, that happens all the time. That makes complete sense, and I could totally see that actually happening. What do you think about all this stuff? Some of it is stuff that we would anticipate, like, okay, maybe the Inferno 6, the level 13, sorry, the level 1,300, and the new Abyss difficulty. It could potentially be. Is it called Abyss? Who knows? But Abyss, water, everything is kind of fitting, and it's actually getting me excited even as I'm watching and reading through this and talking about it with you guys now. I'm excited for a new class. We know that's confirmed. Do I want to play as a water class that can control water and wind? I don't know. I really don't know. I'm absolutely loving my Crusader, and I have no desire to leave the Crusader, but I will definitely 100% try any new class that comes in and drops inside of the game. And I hope that you guys will, be open to that and try that stuff as well. So what do you think of the predictions that were made? And do you think that they're true, or someone just completely made them up and it's being bounced between communities trying to prepare people for the update coming to Diablo Immortal? I need to know what you think in the comments section of this video, and please subscribe, because when the update drops and when we have patch notes and any news, you're getting it right here first. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Oh, and don't forget, make sure you come through the live stream on Saturday. I'll be looking for you.